The brilliant yet narcissistic scientist Sebastian Kane has created a serum with the capability to render a subject invisible, intended for military use. His team comprises his ex-girlfriend Linda McKay, along with Matt Kensington, Sarah Kennedy, Janice Walton, Carter Abbey, and Frank Chase. Successfully reversing the invisibility in a gorilla, Sebastian finds himself rekindling feelings for Linda, unaware that she has entered into a relationship with Matt. Rather than truthfully reporting his achievement to the military, Sebastian deceives an oversight committee, led by his mentor Howard Kramer, claiming he is on the verge of success but requires additional time. Manipulating some team members, he initiates unauthorized human testing without military approval, keeping others in the dark. The procedure proves effective, turning Sebastian completely invisible. He indulges in pranks and scares by stealthily moving around the lab, going to the extent of inappropriate actions towards Sarah. Concerns arise within the team as they perceive Sebastian's pranks as crossing ethical boundaries. The attempt to restore his visibility fails, putting him on the brink of death. Sebastian, confined to the laboratory due to his condition, receives a latex mask crafted by fellow researchers for his use within the facility. Struggling with constant testing and the isolation, he disregards instructions, leaves the building, and returns to his apartment. Once there, he resumes his voyeuristic habit of spying on his neighbor while undressing, realizing he now possesses the power and freedom to escalate his voyeurism. He clandestinely enters the neighbor's apartment and commits sexual assault. Linda cautions Sebastian that if he leaves again, she and Matt will disclose the experiment to the committee. Ignoring their warning, Sebastian constructs a device displaying a video loop of his heat signature in his quarters. Departing the lab once more, he observes Linda and Matt, growing furious upon witnessing them on the verge of intimacy. The Invisible Man shatters their bedroom window, prompting suspicion from the two lovers. However, the looped video feed promptly deflects any scrutiny away from Sebastian. His mental state deteriorating, Sebastian later impulsively kills a lab animal, a dog, in a fit of rage. The team makes a startling realization that they've been watching a pre-recorded video, discovering that Sebastian has been leaving the lab without their awareness. Linda and Matt go to Kramer's residence to confess their experiments. After their departure, Kramer tries to alert the army. Sebastian, who has trailed Linda and Matt, cuts off Kramer's phone connection and proceeds to drown him in his swimming pool. The following day, Sebastian waits until the entire team is inside the lab before restricting phone and elevator access codes, leaving only his own operational. The team decides to track down and restrain Sebastian, unaware that he has already started eliminating them one by one, beginning with Janice, who falls behind. Linda and the remaining team members take refuge in the lab, while Matt and Carter, armed with tranquilizer guns and thermography goggles, set out to hunt Sebastian. Sebastian fatally injures Carter and engages in a confrontation with Matt, but Linda intervenes to save Matt. Sebastian proceeds to kill Sarah and Frank, then locks the injured Matt and Linda in the freezer, intending for them to perish. Linda ingeniously assembles an electromagnet using a defibrillator to open the door, and she gathers materials to create a flamethrower. Meanwhile, Sebastian constructs a makeshift bomb using explosive chemicals and a centrifuge, destroying the keyboard to prevent interference, planning to obliterate the facility upon his departure. As Sebastian steps into the elevator, Linda deploys the flamethrower against him. Despite his escape, a fierce altercation ensues between them. Just as Sebastian is about to overcome Linda, Matt intervenes, striking him with a crowbar. Although Sebastian attempts to retaliate, Matt skillfully deflects the blow, propelling Sebastian into a nearby circuit box. The shock partially reveals his invisibility. Discovering the bomb, Linda and Matt are unable to halt its detonation. They try to ascend a ladder in the elevator shaft to evade the explosion. Despite Sebastian's injuries, he seizes Linda's ankle, pulling her off the ladder onto the elevator roof. In a nostalgic moment, Sebastian requests one last kiss, and as they embrace, Linda disconnects the elevator cables. The partially visible Sebastian plunges down the shaft to his demise. Linda and Matt emerge from the inferno, and emergency personnel transport them in an ambulance. The movie ends here. Click the subscribe button and like this video.